What's up, you guys? It's your boy Next back with a video. Today we got an interesting and very controversial topic. We're talking about a lot of things. We're talking about dating culture in the black community. Why can't black men and black women come together? Why do a lot of black men get successful and date white women? You know, these are interesting topics. These are very controversial. Before you guys watch this video and listen to the things that I'm saying and Dr. Umar saying, knowing that this video is not meant to bash women. We love black women, you know? But this video is to talk about a lot of the unhealthy things that go on in our community, how we can make them better in order for we can come together and grow. So if you like videos like this, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and roll the intro.
Don't have that much time. I wanted to talk to you about black love.
Yeah.
I feel like there is a war between black men and black women. I think that a lot of the dilemmas that get sent in from my listeners talk about, it's about women talking about struggling to find a man, struggling to
find what kind of man?
Find a black man.
What kind of black man?
What do you mean, what kind of black man?
What kind of black man? Struggling to find what kind of black man?
Okay, let's talk about it.
Black men all in Australia.
No, we have.
So what kind of black men are you struggling to find? Are you struggling to find a millionaire? Are you struggling to find somebody who's 6'3" with a six-pack stomach?
No.
Are you struggling to find someone who can finance a European expensive materialistic lifestyle?
No.
What kind of black man are you struggling to find?
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, black women. What kind of man are you really struggling to find? Because there's black men everywhere. But the black men that's around you, 99% of the time, I'm not gonna say 99, but a lot of the times, you don't want that dude over there working at Walmart just living his life, you know? You want the hood nigga that's gonna incite you.
Let's talk about the culture in Australia versus the culture in America. I don't think it is quite different. It is. It is. I think now we're being more influenced.
One of the biggest mistakes that I find in the diaspora is we swear we're so randomly different. As probably the most traveled African in the Western Hemisphere, we're not that significantly different.
No, but we
there
are.
Might be some new. No, we're not. No, we're not.
I don't think black women. Okay, let's talk about it, because I'm getting dilemmas where women are talking about they're successful, they're in their careers.
I ain't gonna lie. Dr. Umar about to say some shit, y'all. Listen to this.
Give me 3 criteria for decent. I'm a psychologist. You must define the term. Give me 3 criteria for decent.
So he's emotionally intelligent.
Emotionally intelligent.
Okay.
Assuming she is as well.
Continue. He is a provider. So he's able to, he has a decent job. They are on the same.
What is a decent job? Define the term.
Define the term. What is a decent job? Because I've seen a lot of black women say, like countless black women, if you got a 9 to 5, you lame. Most men in the world work 9 to 5. So you saying that 97% of the population of the world is lame because they have a 9 to 5? Come on, yo. Come on. Let's talk about it, yo. I like this video.
It's an amount that is in the same tax bracket as the woman. Let's just say that. Same tax bracket.
Okay.
Emotionally.
Same tax bracket as the woman. Okay. So I'm going to give you an example of a beautiful older black woman I know. So this lady, she's in her like mid 40s now. She work a great job. I'm talking a great job. She makes probably like 70,000 a year, right? But she only date hood niggas, and she 45 years old, you know, and she's talking about she want a man that's on the same level as her. But the only place you go on your days off is to the hood. Yeah, you go see your mama and all that, but you hang there too with your sisters, with your cousins. How are you going to find an intelligent black man if only thing you look for, only thing you ever around is hood niggas? You talking about you want a man to be on the same tax bracket as you. That's fine. But the man, I remember one time, this woman that I talk about is somebody who actually like is dear to my heart, and I love her to death, you know? But I remember one time she dated a black African man, in fact, that was in her tax bracket. But she told me to my face that he was lame and he was boring. The nigga that's in your tax bracket, the normal black man that's just minding his business, working his job, living his life, being a good man, he's boring to you. That's crazy.
Financial equity.
Yes.
Okay.
I would just say he's a provider, he's nurturing, and he cares to build a family with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the question?
And the question is, women are struggling to find men that they can date.
Okay. Couple things. Number one, black women cannot, shall not, should not expect a black man to be able to provide them with the same type of a lifestyle that a Caucasian can provide for the white female. Because the Caucasian benefits from white privilege, the black man suffers from white racism. So we should not be, no sister should be looking for a European equivalent or an African equivalent of a European. A black.
But they all just want the rich niggas. If you got money, you her type. You know? And I'm not saying all black women are like this, because I love black women. But a lot of black women, some of the most beautiful black women in our community are like this. If you work a 9 to 5, you lame. If you not trying to buy me that Gucci bag, you lame. You not trying to pay my bills, you lame. You not trying to, like, I just reacted to a video like 2 weeks ago where a black woman was going on a first date with a black man, and she was mad at him because he wouldn't cash app her no bread to get her nails done. Why am I obligated to pay for your nails when I just met you? You not my woman. We going out for the first time. Her argument is, oh, if you want to go out with me, you should be willing to pay for it. When you're my woman, you're not my woman. I don't know you. I'm not obligated to. There's a lot of problems we have in the black community. I like this video. Let's shout out this YouTube channel. What is this YouTube channel? The Bittersweet Podcast. This is my first time ever watching one of these videos, and I thought it was amazing. So shout out to the lady that owned this. Shout out to Dr. Umar. Let's continue what Doctor's saying.
Black man has to work twice as hard to get half as much. So although I can appreciate the financial equity, but if you are a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer as an African woman in Australia or America or the UK or Toronto or Johannesburg, looking for a black man who has financial equity with your type of career success, that's going to be difficult. You might got to tone it down a little bit. What I find as a therapist who works,
I'm sorry, I keep pausing, but we already make up only like 15% of the population. Only like 1% of that fixed 15 is making above 80,000 a year. I done seen a black woman say on the internet, she said if a black man, if he makes less than 50,000 a year, if he make 50,000 or around that a year or less, he is a bum ass nigga. I done seen a real beautiful black woman say that. There's a lot of problems in dating, in our dating practices. And now, before I continue this video is not to bash black women. This video is not to talk down to black women. I love black women. Dr. Umar loved black women. Black women have raised me, but there's a lot of problems in our dating culture, in our community, that we need to talk about and we need to get over. So let's just see what he's saying.
Works with couples, married, divorced, and otherwise. Too often, black women prioritize a man's income over his masculinity, meaning he can provide. He's willing to help with those children. He will nurture you, look out for you, but he might not be able to put you in a Mercedes. He might not be able to help you with that $1 million mortgage. And I've seen black women turn down good men, very good men, because he didn't have the economics, but he had everything else. Sisters need to be careful not to fall into this European narrative of judging men primarily by how much they make.
Listen to that.
I can agree with that. I think that these are two extreme scenarios here, because I think if a man we're talking about financial equity, if he is making enough to build a household with you, to be a leader in the household, I think women are okay with that.
But I'm sorry, baby girl, that's not the case. If Shorty make $1 million a year and you make $500K, she's still not giving you a chance. If $500K is still wealth, that's still very wealthy. You're still 1% of the entire globe, you know? But if you make less than her, she's still gonna make you seem like you a bum. That's a fact. I done seen, like, you need to make way more than her for her to even respect you in our community. She's not even gonna respect you a little bit. You're gonna be a little boy to her if you make even near what she make. That's 90% of the time. All black women are not like this, but I honestly feel that most of the black women in my generation, people that are born between the years of 1995 to 2000, 2003, are like that.
I think that's not what they're getting. I think they're getting the other end of the spectrum. That's what we're hearing. You know what I mean?
Would you have a problem if you met a man who made half of what you made or a third of what you made, but he had a financial vision of an empire, a business, some sort of an entrepreneurial undertaking?
See, I think that's dangerous.
Stay with me.
I think that's dangerous.
Let me finish it, and then I want you to respond. And he needed you to help invest in his dream. And he gave you a definitive timeline. He said, give me 12 months or 24, no more than that. If you invest in me, I promise you what I'm going to build will equal where you are. Would you have a problem investing in him?
What does investing in him mean?
Let's say he needed $700 a month to help fuel this dream. He needed $700 for 24 months. Could you do it? You're reluctant.
I am reluctant because what's the...
You know what's crazy? A lot of black men wouldn't be reluctant. I know I wouldn't. I know people like my uncle wouldn't, you know, because a lot of black men, we're the traditional men a lot of the times, you know. So you date a man like me or better than me, you're not gonna ever really, we don't expect you to pay no bills or nothing like that. So we're completely willing to invest in our women, pay for our women entire life and all of that. And that's more than $700 a month. But if the shoe was on the other foot just for 2 years, 1 year, with Dr. Umar saying 99% of the time it's a no-go, they're like, nah, this nigga's broke. That's what Shorty is going to say. I know that for a fact. I actually have a story time about a friend of mine who recently dated a white woman because of how black women was treating him. And now he's about to get married and have a kid. Like, I'm going to tell you about it later on in this video, but this is interesting.
What's the guarantee?
There is no guarantees in love. There is no guarantees in romance.
And also, I think context matters. How long have we been together?
I agree.
You know, if it's just a guy that I met last year and all of a sudden he has these dreams and he wants me to fund it.
For about 2 years. You like him. There might even be some love there. And he's saying
there might be some love there is crazy. There has to be some love there.
Let's say there
has to be a future there. And I think that's what I'm saying. Context matters. If I see myself with this man.
But you didn't answer the question. Let's say all those things are there. Will you financially invest in him?
Worried about YouTube banning ad blockers?
Oh, how I get an ad? Come on.
No need. Just use Pi. The
internet answer is 99% of the time, no.
That's why Pi is such a game changer. It's a free...
Be honest, my queen.
No.
They already answered for you. They said hell to the nizzo.
Look at her face. No.
Yeah. Look.
Why not though? Why do you have a problem with that? Given the atmosphere of racism and economic oppression that black men suffer in Australia, why would you have a problem?
But what are black men subject to that women are not? We're going through the same thing.
True, but it operates differently. The racism against black men is significantly more aggressive than the racism against black women. Now, I don't want to get into an oppression Olympics because I agree with you. We all suffer and we suffer together. But a man's primary responsibility is to be a provider. And we don't feel adequate as men when we can't provide. So your king, who you love, who you've been dating for 2 or 3 years, is saying, baby, invest in me for these 18 to 24 months. And I promise you, I will cross that finish line. You're still reluctant.
I'm reluctant. As my husband, if we were married and something like that happened, of course, I would be open to doing that.
But he wouldn't even become your husband if he was in that situation to begin with. If you met him and he not making as much as you, or soon after you meet him making as much as you, and most of the time more, he would not even become your husband. So what she's saying, like, I ain't trying to spew no weirdness or hatred or negativity towards this woman. This woman, she built a brand for herself, all of that. But I'm speaking about the facts. The answer is no. The answer is no. Dr. Umar is like cooking right now.
But would you be open to even marrying him if he was not the provider you needed him to be? He's saying, help me level up so I can become the person you want to marry. He's asking you to help him level up.
I think.
Let me tell you why you're reluctant. And I don't have a problem with your reluctance, but I want to explain something.
Okay.
And I want all my young sisters to hear me. A big difference between the snow bunny and the African queen.
Oh shit. Here we go. Is
the snow bunny will find a black man in progress. She will find him on the job. She will find him on the university. And that snow bunny will see a black man with potential and she will invest in him. She will help him level up. And then when the sister see him 5 years ago, 5 years later, he's a millionaire. And the sister say, look at that sellout. He went and got a white girl. But guess what? When he was looking for a sister to help him level up, to invest in him, none of them wanted it. You know why? Too many black women want a finished product. Black women have to stay with me. Black women have to stop expecting men to be a finished product. It's harder on us. Help him level up. Stay with me. Help him level up and become what you need him to be. Because the big reason why these snow bunnies are running off with black men is they're meeting them when they have nothing, but they believe in their vision. And black women are waiting for him to cross the finish line. And by the time he crosses the finish line, the snow bunny done snatched him already.
I disagree.
Whew. Dr. Umar, like, he showed up to freaking cook. Story time. I have a friend, black man, much darker than me, you know? Black man, these last 4 years that I've known him, he's one of my best friends in life right now. The last 4 years, 4 or 5 years, honestly, I know him for almost 6 years now. I'm tripping. But I done seen him date 4 black women, 4. 2 of them didn't work out because of various reasons, relationship stuff. We're going to push that to the side. The last 2 both broke up with him for finances. And he's not no broke guy. He's not no guy that's out here just living with his mom, no car, no crib. He got his own crib. He got his own car, but it's not a super nice car and it's not a super nice crib. And black women left him because of his finances. And these black women wasn't even like here financially. These black women was way lower than him financially, but they felt like they could do better than him. They felt like he wasn't man enough, So right now, my bro is dating a white girl and he's actually getting married within these next few days. And he's actually on the verge of having a kid. And I know, and he's becoming more successful. He's more successful this year than he was last. And it's going to keep going that way because he's a hard worker. But guess what? The more successful he get, the more black women going to see him and start talking about he a sellout. No, because that snow bunny, she met him when he was down and she believed in him and invested in him and didn't talk down to him or demean him or didn't treat him like or talk like she could do better than him. She loved him and invested in him. So he invested in her. And now when he built his empire, he's with her. But he's a sellout. Like, Dr. Umar was cooking. This is a problem that we face in the black community. Black women, I feel that, want a finished product. I had a whole argument with a black woman a couple years ago because we was dating. We wasn't even dating. We was just talking for 3 weeks and we barely was talking. I smashed her a few times. She came to my crib. She spent the night a few times, but we didn't really talk throughout the week. We only really talked on the weekend when we both had time. She got mad at me because I wouldn't pay her phone bill. That is crazy. I'm not obligated to pay your phone bill. Just like the girl who went out on that first date with the bro, talking about, if he want to take her on a date, he need to pay for her nails. What? I am not obligated from that. You don't get most of the time, you don't get that treatment like that from white women, especially white women from the country. Like, bro, Dr. Umar is cooking in this video, and I'm not saying white women are better, and I'm not talking down to black women. I love black women, but this is a real conversation that we need to have to better our community. Dating practices from the black women are terrible right now. Let's just be honest.
And I think that I'm basing it on case studies. I know black women. I'm friends with black women. When I see the dating issues that happen, sorry, the mic.
No, we good. Go ahead. We good.
It's never that. It's never that they don't want to invest. It's actually the opposite. Black women are willing to be in relationships with men that are still leveling up, that are still working their way up. And then
But if he make a quarter of what you make, you're not even going to give him a chance to begin with. No matter if his future is 10 million, you're not going to believe it. You're not going to invest in him. That's what Dr. Umar is saying.
That you were reluctant. So why are they different from you?
Well, maybe because I've been through that and now I'm not trying to do that right now. Do you know what I mean? I've been through a relationship where I have supported someone and it went really badly for me. You know what I mean?
So because you were scarred in the past means the next nigga gotta suffer. But the next man you meet is really your man. He really could be your future husband, your soulmate. But because of what you went through in the past, you can't let the past go, so you let him go.
So for me now, I don't need to coddle a man and be there. And I've worked my way up the
Investing in a
same
man
way.
is not coddling.
I don't think you need to invest. I don't think it's necessary in that way. Why is it only financial investment? Why is it only financial investment?
Well, no, that's what he's asking for, because at the end of the day, you just said yourself, financial equity is a major concern for women. So it has to be financial equity or investment, because that's what a lot of women are looking for from their men. Y'all want economic parity, and I don't have a problem with y'all wanting economic parity. I'm simply saying, with the obstacles facing black men in Australia, the US, or any other white society, it comes with a lot of obstacles for us to get there, and it's unrealistic to expect me to be where you are when you are not considered the threat that I am.
Facts. Big facts. When black men achieve a certain level in society, certain white men get mad at that. Not all, because I honestly feel that most white men are not racist, especially in our generation. People born from the years of 1995 and onwards. I meet black men all the time. I'm in the army, and most of 99% of them not racist. They don't care about that race. But I do get comments sometimes. Like, it's this one dude. I'm known by a few guys to talk to a lot of women, you know? Cause like in 2024, most of this year, except for really this month, I was talking to a lot of beautiful women. I had a beautiful white girl. I had like 3 beautiful black girls that all came to see me often, you know? And, it was this one girl in the army trying to talk to me. And I remember this white boy that was he wasn't in he's in my battalion, but he's not in my battery. He told me, he was like, she only mess with you because you black, you know? Because he said that in a hater type of tone, because I'm a threat to him, because I'm black, because I'm young, because I get women, because I'm successful. So black women are not seen as much of a threat as black men are, because once a black man gets money and gets influence and power, we start to take over. You know, we start to be the leaders, and not only our women in our relationship, but of society. And that's what a lot of racist white men fear. RP to JVR McGee, by the way. RP to him, a boy that just got lynched like 2 weeks ago in North Carolina. A truck driver ran out of gas or something. I don't know the full story, but I know he got lynched, and the police department was covering it up. Stuff like this is really happening in society. RP to Javion McGee, by the way. I just thought of him, and where's the justice for Javion McGee? But let's get back into what Dr. Umar's saying.
Sorry, I need to process this, because
see, look, she need to process it. Dr. Umar cooking.
I think,
take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Calm his head.
I don't know. I disagree. I just think that black women are willing to hold it down for the man. I feel like we're always there.
No, they are not. Not all black women are not like this, what we're talking about. But I'm talking about the majority. You know, I'm from New York. The majority of beautiful New York women are not holding you down like that. They might for a little while, but they're going to leave you eventually. You might have a time limit, and each girl's a different time limit. You might have 1 month, 6 months, 2 months with different girls, 2 years, 5 years. But guess what? Eventually, they're going to leave. And then when that black man becomes successful, they are now sellouts.
Supporting them. And I think that, if anything, black women get the short end of the stick. We don't get... A lot of
times y'all do.
We do. So
and
how
I'll
are
give
you...
3 short sticks that y'all tend to get. Number 1, black men need to stop telling y'all they're monogamous if they're polygynous. Too many black women are being manipulated into plural relationships that they didn't sign up with because of this.
All right, he's right about that. But guess what? If you tell a girl you polygamous, guess what? She automatically, you're not even gonna get a chance. Like, I'm not saying you should lie, but I'm just talking about the facts, you know? Because I'm not really monogamous at the moment. I'm not trying to have one woman. But, you know, let's just continue what he's saying, because he's cooking.
Ingenuous men. Okay? I'm going to have 2 wives. Dr. Umar going to have 2 queens. If you don't like it, don't flirt with me. Leave it there. But I'm going to have 2. I'm going to be honest, right? Men have to stop manipulating women who looking for monogamy into polygamy. It's not right. You got a wife over here. You got a baby mama over here. You should have been honest up front. That's number 1. Number 2, Black men have to stop holding women on an emotional leash, giving her the belief that you may one day commit, knowing damn well you don't want her. Let her go, but you won't let her go because your ego can't stand to see something you throw away get picked out the trash by another man and turned into a jewel. We are wasting too much of y'all time by dragging y'all along emotionally, and that's not good because black women have a biological clock. Y'all have a tick-tock on how long y'all can have babies, and because of that, we shouldn't be wasting time with y'all. If we're not serious, we should let y'all go.
Yeah, and let me add to that.
We got to stop putting our hands on our women. Too much domestic abuse, too much domestic violence.
Big facts. Stop putting hand on women. You shouldn't be hitting on your wife. You shouldn't be hitting on your girlfriend. That junk is lame and stupid.
Too many black children are watching their mothers get abused by their fathers, and it's creating intergenerational trauma. So yes, there's a lot we need to do better for y'all. And I'm here to apologize to all my sisters in Australia for any black man that has done you wrong, because we need to level up in ways other than money that money can't fix for us. So I'm with you, Queen.
Absolutely.
We need to become better men, but we need y'all to be a little bit more sensitive to the economic challenges that black men face. Me, I don't have that issue. I got 6 degrees. I got my doctorate. I'm the most popular Pan-Africanist in the world. I'm good. But a lot of my brothers ain't where I'm at. You understand? And I need my women to understand that not every black man is going to be where Dr. Umar is. And it ain't because he was lazy, and it's not because he was intelligent. I had my father in my home. You understand? And because of that, the white power structure dealt with me differently.
Shit, the majority of black men I know, none of us got fathers. Our fathers is who knows where. Like, literally, I could probably count on my 2 hands how many black men that I know that grew up with fathers. And that's crazy. And I'm not even exaggerating. If I really count, I probably get to like 6, 7. Most black men that I meet everywhere I go, in the army, various jobs, in New York, in Atlanta, when I went, in Georgia, in Augusta, Georgia, North Carolina, Florida, all these states that I've been to, most black men that I meet grow up in single parent homes. So a black man that grew up with a father that's able to show him, I was lucky enough to get adopted by my uncle, but it almost was too late for me, and for a while it was too late for me. But as I became a young adult, I was able to finally see what he was saying and absorb the wisdom he was giving me. But a lot of black men don't even have that benefit that I end up getting later on in my teenage years. A lot of black men don't even have the benefit of having a father in a home. So I get what he's saying 100%.
Because my father was there. I saw how I was given programs other black boys were not given because their father were not there. Children I went to elementary and middle school with, they in prison, they in the cemetery, not because they was less intelligent than me, but because my father was there, they dealt with me differently. So I wasn't better than them. I was given opportunities they were not given.
Yeah, let's talk about how we can create, because I know that we're talking about the divide. We're talking about black women, black men, why they don't get along, why they're not coming together. How can we start to create an understanding between the two of us?
Number one.
Yeah.
Too often when we get into relationships, we're looking for an emotional slave and a psychological cheerleader. We're not looking for a partner. Too often I see women who are looking for men who will just obey and do as I say. I see men who are looking for women who will just obey and do as I say. Are you really looking for a partnership, or are you looking for a cheerleader or a slave? Too many relationships are not partnerships. They are dictatorships of the more powerful partner over the less powerful partner. That's one. Number two, we need to stop getting into relationships when we have unmet psychological needs from our childhood that we have not addressed. Too many women are dealing with the abandonment of their fathers. You cannot put it on a man to heal the emotional wounds that your father caused. Too many men are looking for women to heal the emotional needs caused by their mother's abandonment. Deal with the trust issues from your parents. Deal with the abandonment issues from your parents. Deal with the lack of ability issues from your parents. It is not your partner's job to heal you psychologically. And
I'm going to end this video right here. If you want to watch the full video, it's on this channel. Honestly, I mess with her podcast. I'm even going to give it a like, and I'm going to give it a subscription because I just reacted to her video. Shout out to her. That was a great video. I didn't want to show the full video on my platform, but let me know what you guys thought about what Dr. Umar was saying. I think Dr. Umar was, he was cooking. He was cooking. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell if you want to know whenever I post. I talk motivational videos, black culture, dating culture, sometimes fucked up things that go on in society, like JVR McGee. RP to him, you know? Where's the justice for JVR McGee? Where's the riots? Where's the marches? Where's all of that for JVR McGee? Wrongfully lynched, you know, young black man doing his thing, got his CDL, driving trucks, and not in the streets, you know? It's sad what go on in this community. I love you guys. I thank you guys for all the support. Peace.